What is up, crawler fans, RC enthusiasts, and social media surfers? I'm your boy Josh with Texoma RC, and we've got buddies and baddies on the rocks today for you, celebrating 1 year anniversary for Texoma RC, celebrating 2,000 subs, celebrating Sammy Boswell coming to hang out with the buddies, dude, celebrating rock crawlers. Oh no. Can we celebrate anything else? Well, man, I'm sure freaking glad you're here. Thank you for coming to hang out with me, dude. It's fun as always, dude. I so much appreciate you guys in the comments. As always, dude, thanks for hanging out. If you're new here, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Or you could do all the rest of them except subscribe if you already are, dude. That'd be freaking rad, dude. I would appreciate it. So this is what we do, man. We play baddies on the rocks, you know. We're at Waterloo in Denison, Texas. It's a cloudy day, but that's okay, dude. I love the little bit of water. We had rain, so it's coming down, bro. Just too cool, dude. And yes, I am standing in the water. I don't know if my feet are wet yet, but they will be very shortly. And so these are lines down here that I sometimes play on by myself, but typically don't get down too close to the water and don't go in the water usually. And then also, I don't like to put my buddies in this much danger, right? But today, everybody's got a baddie. And there he is right there, the yellow FMS FCX24 build. That is Sammy Boswell's rig. I don't know the name of the rig, but it's a nice one. So here we go, Maximus. Pushing around here. We actually threw this rock in here to make this line possible. Otherwise, it was just in the water. So, end of the run. So we did a little preparedness. We went ahead and scoped it out and saw what we wanted to do, and we accomplished it. It was rad. So that is a cr-18p Slayer, the caged Slayer there. We are running the Super Swamper, Proline Super Swampers on Mofo UPWs. They're a little bit too small for that rig, and also that rig is super duper tight. Just partly how it went together. The link holes were too small for the screws, and I didn't have time to take it back apart when I realized that. So we just ran it, and then also I'm running rubber bands. Doesn't need it, bro. Doesn't need it at all. So it does great, dude, but it's already a belly dragger, and then it's sucked down with rubber bands and a stiff suspension. So it does really good, but a lot of strikes against it. Who's driving that one to start off with? I think that Terry was driving that one to start off with. I'm driving Maximus, leading us off. We got Mike there in second place with Doug. He's about to take over, and he runs the whole first half of the video. He dominates for quite a long time, sets the pace. Great driver, except for it seemed like his driver mod fell apart. So this is his first time driving Doug, by the way. Terry's first time driving the cr-18p buggy, and then also Craig is in the back in the Patriotic pecker. Maximus hates that crack, dude. Maximus hates that crack. Watch it, watch Doug. Just crawl right up, no problem. Maximus has always hated that gap for whatever reason, I don't know.
Anyways, double back around.
Pecker goes right over it.
Actually, no, go up that way.
Here we go, cr-18p stock swap.
I did just want to get this lung of water.
Can you make it? Easy money, dude. Easy money.
There you go.
Cheapest rig on the rocks.
Oh, there you go. Come on. Come on. Your belly out.
Let's go, dude.
A little bit to the left.
All right, Sammy, this is a little outside of his comfort zone. He's not used to quite doing exactly what we do. So he's learning. He did freaking awesome. Super stoked to have him come out and play with the buddies and share my buddies with him. That was rad. So he's just not familiar with driving with buddies a lot of time. Drives all the time, you know, but it's one thing, you know, you do your stuff, you drive your course, you know, you drive your rigs, you know, and it's all great until you go play with somebody else who's got different rigs and different rocks and different style, and you know, just lots to learn. So he really you know, did awesome, dude. I was so freaking pumped to have him come play, dude. And we showed him a thing or two. So here we go. Perp crawled it, dude. That's the first time I think ever. Great job.
Oh, I see.
Just little momentum right across the gap. And then Maximus. Come on, bud. So Maximus is just way too loose right in this. I still hadn't replaced rubber bands, but Doug has fresh rubber bands. So Doug is killing it. Ready to go. Here we go, Sammy. Sorry about the bad filming. Again, I was standing out in the water trying to protect so that he wouldn't fall in the water.
Try to get it to lean a little bit on your driver's side.
Trying to hook up a homie.
He's caught in that hole.
But, you know, it costs us, dude. We can't see what's going on.
Right there.
Sorry,
That's
dude.
what you want, dude. Right there.
You got it, Sammy?
Yep. You turn left.
Also, I was coaching and trying to make sure he knew where to go. He was off to the side, and that's the other thing too. You know, when you're this many buddies, you end up getting far back, and if you don't know the line, you know where you're going. It's really hard. You know, that's again my excuse a lot of times, dude. You know, I literally stand over my car. You can ask Sammy, dude. I like to be up on my car when so I can see what it's doing. You know, so filming and being this far back, 10 feet back from your car while driving is hard. It's hard. You can't see where it's supposed to go. Anyways, because sometimes the lines are so tiny, you know, like how I do my driving. You know, I'm looking for every little thing for the tires to grab and the front tires to grab and pull and make sure my rear end is in the right place. And there's so many little things to pay attention to. You just can't do it from 10 feet back. Let's go, Douglas. So Mike is a crazy driver too. He likes to push the limits and do really dumb things just to see if he can, and he usually can. He's a great driver.
You got the leader still. You're fine.
Sweet little move.
You just gotta turn
so
around,
Mike definitely
sure
worked it today. He worked the rule over and over again. You know, like, you know, if you can continue the line so that everybody can follow you, and you're in the leader, even when you flip over, you know, continue on. You know, so that's just how it goes. Typically, I just give up the leadership if I stutter or, you know, have to reset on the line. A lot of times I'll just give it up, you know, like, all right, you go ahead, I'll try again. And just to help keep it flowing, it helps the video, you know, out. But Mike did a great job and just killed it, dude. Here we go, Sammy bringing up the rear. I think I might have said that Craig was in the Patriotic pecker, but he's not out there yet. So this is also a little bit different today. We just have a really long run. And we just swapped cars, you know, with sometimes they're the same ones on the rocks, and then you'll see that Sammy already did swap out a rig, so that's his second rig on the rocks. I don't know if it broke or I think maybe a wheel came off potentially.
I would have got it right back anyway.
Here we go, Doug. Okay, so Mike had seen this. This is back where we were already, but he had seen this, and this is what he wanted to come. He wanted to climb up this crack, and so you don't see, but his passenger tire is in a crack. There's about probably 3 inches at the top between those two rocks. So he's going to try to use both sides is what he's trying to do. Not the best angle.
Go right through the V right there.
Need to get the tire. I'm trying to tell him get the tire out. You could hear him. I can't hear.
Come on. You might pop the
Very nice. Let's go, Douglas. So Doug is running FCX24 axles. SMP. Oh, he pulled the because I modified the front axle where the portal is to be able to get more steering. That was the first one that I did. I cut a little too much, and it can twist if you get it in a bind and you try to use the army crawl. If you do it too hard, the old SMP and the AGF RC have too much power, and they will rip that crap over. So it will just twist on the axle. And just have to fix the portal.
Just go. It's caught right there. Hold it. Yeah.
So Terry's trying giving it his all. Little correction, but just not gonna happen, dude. Way too low. Tiny tire, not happening, bro. Not the best setup on that rig, but it's incredibly stable. And also, Terry's gonna lead, and it's his longest time ever in the leader. It was, I would say, his cleanest, best run of the day of all time. Just, you know, he pushed up, kept staying in his place, dude. You know, when he did flip, he came back, dude. It was awesome, bro. And he's driving a brand new, completely different rig from anything that he's ever driven before. So that's pretty cool. Yep, same thing. Purple struggles being low. Those sliders. Not gonna happen, dude. Let's show him, Maximus. So
We're pretty
when you
loose,
do
dude. I
have
don't
loose
know
rubber
about
bands,
that.
this is what you can do. These are the obstacles that you win on, right? This is what you can do. And so, you know, if you were trying to battle somebody and you had loose versus tight, just go find a belly out option and show them what's up. Other than that, good luck. So I guess I did back up. I saved that, by the way. I think I did.
This is why you run a list suspension.
I think I did. Great filming, dude. Freaking A, bro. Let's go, Max. Show them what's up. Easy money, bro. No big deal. No big deal for the old Maximus. Baller. Here we go, Sammy.
Good luck, buddy.
Here we go. Show us how it's done, buddy. Again, he doesn't have the belly clearance to be able to drop out and do what I just did, so he's going to have to do something different.
Little bump right there as he go. Oh,
I don't know what's all in there.
Set you up right
Some
there,
trio
perfect.
parts. He's got some, maybe the RC
on,
all-wheel
dog.
drive axles.
Come on, buddy.
With it. He made it look like they're trio.
Go.
Pretty rad, dude. Great job. Oh, great job. Just stuff it in there. Great job, buddy. All right, here we go. Doug's already up and off the screen. He had finished his run. Pushed out. That's one of the things we got to work on. I think we did really good today, but making sure that we don't push too far away, so that I get too spread out.
Trying to make sure we're not leaving people behind. No man
Here we go,
behind,
Perp.
dude.
Great job, dude. Looking good, buddy. So Purple's running Swamp Kings on DDPs today. Great tire setup. And again, as you're the leader, you know, if the obstacle, you know, typically if I'm trying to clean an obstacle and I don't get it, I get out of the way and I let Craig try to go. And if he can't get it, then we'll just continue on. So, or sometimes I'll just let him take the leader. You know, but that's okay, dude. Again, it's the rule, dude. So he just kept pushing, just keep it flowing. That's the most important thing. Just keep it flowing, dude. If we can't go, then we can't go. Just keep it rolling. You know, and also that's one thing too. Like when I drive, most of the time, you know, if you have a set like gate or something that you have to get to, then you have to go a certain way to get there. But most of the time when I'm driving, I have an idea of where I want the car to go, and but then I let the car go where it needs to go to be able to continue to flow. So that's the most important thing for me. I love just to try to keep it rolling, keep it smooth, keep it going forward. You know, sometimes it doesn't work out, but that's the goal. That's what I intend and hope to do. Let's go, dude. Army crawling all the way up. Our Maximus, great job. Show us what's up, Douglas. Terry's struggling back there. Just doesn't have the flex to be able to push up over that rock, so it has to lift the entire car up. That's rough. That's rough. I don't know if you realize that. So sometimes that's a good thing when you want to float tires and whatever. So you do want to have some, but at the same time you want to have some flex in there too, so that you're not having to lift the whole car, the whole half of a car up, you know, to go or just lift up one tire, you know. You know, that's kind of not good. Although we are floating and we are balanced and it is rad and it's still doing good, you know, it's not near enough flex, especially for that low. So, but we just got a little bit more bigger tire. I took care of the little things that we having problems with, and freaking balls out now. Just wait till you see it. There's another one coming, by the way. It'll be out on the rocks in a minute. It's got big tires.
Whoa.
Let's go, Douglas. Let's go, Douglas. You got this, dog. Don't let go, buddy. But on wheels, dude. And he can be back in the spot so that other people can follow him. Good to go, dude. By the way, watch all the Slayers land on their wheels today. Freaking rad.
Go ahead and clean that obstacle there and just kind of make sure you just...
So many flip overs to wheels, dude.
Purple.
This is not a Slayer, but Craig got a nice flip over right here. Watch. Come on, Gutty. Come on, buddy. Nice. Right in place. Kind of. All right, dude. Now again, Maximus. This is a bad thing. Too loose going downhill, and the rear end. Actually, both front and rear are like pushed out, so I'm like a monster truck instead of stuck to the hill like I ought to be, and that's what happens. But flip right back over, right in position. Nice, dude. Except we're about to flip over.
See what you got, Sammy?
Let's do it, Sam. Let's do it, my guy. Oh, buddy. Oh, see, I told you I flipped over. That's okay.
Yeah, I'll back up. You got him.
That's okay. Sammy's like, wow, this is crazy. Savage line, dude. Savage line. What's the chaos down here? What's going on, Purple? By the way, Purple went down in this match, and Craig tried to bring him out yesterday, and his was it the ROP, the Revenge of Pancake, his purple pancake, it's not working. So I don't know if it's the motor or ESC or what's going on, but it quit during this run and didn't work the next time out. So no good. I'll have to let you know what happened. We'll try to figure out what happened. It's a ripper of a motor, that's for sure. Definitely not great for crawling. Not in my opinion, anyway. Little too much, dude. S&Ps is already plenty, dude. Already plenty with overdrive.
Sammy, you moved up today. Keep it going.
Okay, dude. Now we're moving. Now we're going. Everybody came down. Everybody's on wheels, dude. Push it up. So, by the way, check out the Slayer on Etsy.com. Texoma RC. We got freaking deals, dude, for the rest of February. We got the Cage Basic Slayer, the Cage Slayer. For 25 bucks, dude, in black. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's a deal, man. Yep, go pick you up one of these. And dude, the cr-18p Slayer, I cannot tell you enough, bro. I'm just holding off, dude. I'm still waiting to like see what I can work out, you know, because I would love to be able to have everything there available, so you don't got to go hunt everything, right? Just here's the parts, put it together, dude. Build this, right? That's what I want to be able to do. Build this. Just take here, buy all the stuff, dude. Build this and see what happens. I promise it'll be freaking rad. So, and then we're gonna have colors, bro. We'll have all the colors, so everybody can have their own different, you know, whatever. I'll come up with different pieces. We can make a new cage, you know. We can, so that way everybody, you know, because by the way, the SMP does stick out of the cage just a little bit. I saw a buddy running it, somebody who's already purchased one and got it hooked up, and the SMP just barely sticks out of the cage, and although it looks rad, I told him that was a little scary, dude. So I think I will have to make a new cage to protect the SMP, because that's a great combo. I've only been running the SMP on Doug with the body the whole time, so I've run it with many different bodies, but I hadn't run it with the caged, the cage Slayers to be able to see that it sticks out. So I will have to make a new cage for that. So we'll see what we can come up, dude. I don't know if I can top this cage, bro. I just freaking love it. And I love when you get a different color on there and you just see the cage lines, bro. I don't know. I just love it. By the way, that design, so I maxed out the PETG, right? Like I thought about what the material is and what it's for, right? I picked PETG because of its one characteristic of being extra flexible and compared to the rest. So the rest of the products, the rest of the plastics, you know, are superior in testing. However, when you make it this thin, right, the other parts will snap where this will flex. The cage is specially made. It does not have supports that go directly down. Everything is made to absorb impact and to flex around the screws, not to put the impact directly onto the screws, right? Because that's where it's going to snap first, is at a screw. So I've specifically made the cage with rounded lines, especially for not breaking, right? I maxed this stuff out to be super thin, and the parts themselves are fragile. They will break on their own. I have broken many. I will have to do a video and show you what to do, how to protect your parts. However, once you get it built, dude, I did break one, but it was because I did not attach the cage at the bottom. and so all of the stress went into right at the rear screw of the top, right? So, but when it's fully assembled, I have not broken a single part. So it hasn't had any, I haven't, run one, like I would, for weeks and weeks and weeks every single day, but I do have a 30-day money back, or not money back. I'll replace it, dude. 30 days, bro. If it breaks, hit me up. If it breaks when you're putting it together, dude, hit me up. I will replace it. I promise. But once you get it together, dude, it should be all good. And if it breaks, dude, hit me up, bro. I will hook you up. I promise. Because, dude, we got to keep these things on the rocks, man. Like, we got to keep rolling, and it's a bummer day when it breaks. So I don't want to build stuff that breaks, right? I didn't want to make printed parts. I had talked so much about carbon and titanium and all this stuff, bro. I'm gonna bring it out because you guys want it, that type of thing. But for me, it's not gonna beat this, bro. I'm telling you right now, a carbon Slayer is only gonna be more expensive, right? That's it. A carbon Slayer will be more expensive and potentially more durable, but you're also talking about maybe I don't know what's going to cost, the two of the cages, 2 cage Slayers, like to be able to get one with carbon on it, so I will do it, but to me it's like, man, it's like opposite of what I'm trying to do right at this point, is to bring something for the greatest value possible, POE, right? Performance over everything. So it is absolute maxed out for performance as it sits. By changing to carbon, especially titanium, we just killed it. So it still would be great. You still have the setup. It's still awesome. However, the cage Slayer without screws is less than 17 grams. Right? Like the whole cage, the entire chassis. 17 grams, dude, that's it. So, I mean, I don't know what you want, dude. Like, and that's, most of it is down low. The roof is really light. The cage rails are super light. And everything else is down, at motor level or lower. So, I mean, dude,
bring the dually.
Why, to me, it's like, why at this point? And also you have one carbon color versus, dude, I'll have almost 20 colors to choose from. Dude, come on, bro. It's too freaking good. All right, so first time I paid attention, and we have the pecker on the rocks. That's not pecker. That's Craig's build, the Patriotic pecker build. And I love his white cage. Awesome performer. Come on, Douglas. Nope. Good try, buddy. So that cage Slayer is a rocker. So it's a little bit out of its league right now running. It's a shorty. So it's a little bit out of its league. Maximus is probably already just barely longer than a normal Gladiator just because of how I clock the axles. And then Douglas is definitely like a 1/4 inch plus, maybe almost a 1/2 inch longer than a Gladiator. Again, just with the axle setup and whatever being different on the FCX24. And then the cr-18p is like another 1/4 inch longer than Doug. So you're talking about almost 3/4 of an inch, not quite that long. 5/8, 1/2 to 5/8 inch longer than a Gladiator. And then now we have Sammy's third rig, the dually, on which is also Gladiator length. So dadgummit, dude. This is what I'm talking about. Being far away, just pinch that tire. As you go up here, if you get your rear tire, if you get them too close, they bite and it flips you over. So this is a non-shorty line, by the way. I think Craig does stick with it and he makes it, but it is definitely a non-shorty. Look at the flex, dude. That's flexy, bro. So flexy. Let's go, dude. The dually is stable as crap. He handled the range no problem.
This is going to be
it was the going up the hills that was the problem. But the side hill killed it. I did not think he was going to make it, and then the dually with the passenger rear hook and just twisted him right around. Look at that, dude. Rad. Great job, dude.
Let's go.
Great job, Sammy. So here we go. So it's much easier if you do stay over to the side and then come around. You can easily make it, but it doesn't look as cool. And if you do what Sammy did, even though without a dually, you can get it to pivot and turn right up there. And so that's what I did, but I just missed the line and pinched the rear wheels. Here we go, Douglas. See what I said? Mike's driver mod failed. Here we go, dude. Let's go. See, his rear's pinching right now, and then the front, you got the suspension bind. No good.
What's going on, Craig?
No good. One more try, dude. I think you got it on this one.
Asking a lot, dude.
Let's go, Doug. This should be easy for Douglas. Should be easy.
No,
You're right there.
shorty.
Pivot. Yep.
That's a
Nice job.
JLU or C10.
Uh-oh. On the wheels, dude. On the wheels.
Typically go up there, so.
Multiple flips on the wheels, by the way. Multiple
can
flips
do
on the
it, it's
wheels.
just-
There it is. Come on. Come on. Stay with it.
The Gladiator makes it look easy.
Probably could use a little more dropout, but still freaking
trying to
got it,
follow
dude.
Doug.
Again, that is a non-shorty line typically. So the Cage Slayer freaking
All right,
made
here
it.
we go,
Craig
Terry.
killed it, dude. All right, dude. So Terry is now leading, and we'll see how long he's in the lead. I don't know, maybe how long he was in the lead, but he leads for a good while, dude. And I was super duper proud of him. I know he commented on it, and he was stoked.
Turn and push right up through these rocks here.
Let's go,
Yeah,
dude.
just turn and go right back over.
Ah, see the
Yeah.
little hill here.
There you
You
go.
don't usually see it on camera, but there are little things. It's already on a slope.
Go ahead,
So
go ahead.
then now when the little, when it dips in a little bit, all of a sudden, and then you turn in that spot and you're screwed. You're screwed, guy. Let's go, Sammy. This is a cool little line right here. Nothing too crazy, but just kind of flexy. Push it up. Ledges, lips. You got to watch belly and try to make it as flexy as possible. Pretty. Very nice. Great job, Doug. Dude, look how smooth Doug is. So good. Let's go. Floaters, dude, all over the place. It has like half a tire of flex. Oh my gosh, dude. That's rad. Here we go, dude. So I don't really know a whole lot else. By the way, we're about to bring out, I'll wait to talk about till we come out here. So this is a long video. Max just went around, dude. I was like, dude, this is the way you're supposed to go anyway. And then he died. And I was like, sweet, perfect. Good timing. Good
I'm
timing.
coming for you, Terry.
I noticed.
Let's see something cool.
So,
over there.
dudes, I know this is a super duper long video. It just was just a great time, dude, and it was just fun to video all the guys just balling out, man. Everybody it was one of my favorite runs that we've had, and I guess it's probably because most of the rigs are mine on the rocks as we start going here. So now who's driving? So that's Terry now in the front cr-18p swap, the black roof. And then that is Sammy driving the small wheel rig. I'm still driving Maximus. And Mike is still driving Doug. And then Craig is in the back in the Patriotic pecker. Here we go, dude. The Patriotic Cage Slayer, bro. Very nice. Very nice. Great job of releasing the suspension bind. Pull it up. That's the one little stutter there with the SMP. It does not like that little spot right there. Just the spot in the throttle when you start to bind it, load it up. All right, here we go, Terry. Here we go, dude. So this one definitely has a little bit more flex. It still has rubber bands. I took all the rubber bands off. It doesn't need them at all. It flexes way better. It climbs still over 62 degrees. Doing just fine, right? Like, again, we could run the rubber bands, and I don't know what it would go. It's got to go at least 63, bro. Got to go minimum 63. But without the rubber bands, actually, which tires was it? Was it those ones? I don't know. I lost grip on one of the ones I tested, one of the cr-18ps. When I first tested it with rubber bands, I started losing grip. I lost grip at a little over 62 degrees with the tires I was running, and just couldn't get it to crawl anymore. So I could throttle up, and it was still obviously super stable, but it wouldn't. The tires, I was out of tire for whatever reason. I don't remember which one it was. But cage slayers, dude, if you set it up right, it should climb easy. 62 degrees, and you know, you can, and that to me, when all my cars, when in my favorite driving, you know, how they drive is going to be right around 61, 62 degrees, and the reason for it, like right now, you see how like little flex he has, so right now he would be in max climb mode, but it's not the best setup for, like, he's just bellied out, right? Like he had no dropout. Nothing for the front tires to grab, and
go to the right, back up and go to the right.
So really, he needs to lengthen that out. He needs to turn right and get so that yep, right like that, but too far. He needs to turn left so that he starts to flop over. Too much, dude. Too much. Here we go. This is a little better. Can we get it, Sammy? Can we get it, Sammy? Come on, bud. Again, this is his first time driving anything like this. Never drove anything like this. That's all right, dude. That's all right. We'll get it, bro. That's all right, buddy.
I can get some space.
All right, Terry. Show us how it's done, bud. Show us how it's done. So, about the cr-18p stock swaps, bro. The reason why I love them, you know, I love Doug. Doug is awesome. However, you have to, you know, if you run the fcx24 if you run the FMS fcx24 axles, and you want to use an SCX24 transmission to run you know, so you could run a brushless. I don't want to run the transmission. That's one transmission I won't be doing. Well, I might for going fast potentially. We'll see, but it's way down the list. So what I'm talking about, the transmission for the FCX24 is just huge. The motor is huge. The transmission is huge. It's super duper high. It's not PO, right? It's not performance over everything. It's not Texoma style. So come to find out, dude, the cr-18p is the most Texoma style setup on a stock rig. Why is that? Number one, it's low, bro. It's the lowest out there. Number two, cheap option, bro. That we can build a baller Slayer for cheap with stock parts, right? Look at the slow crawl in that is unmatched, right? And wait till we get bearings. By the way, I ordered the Fast Eddie bearing kit. It's almost $50 with tax and shipping, bro. I just reached out to Fair RC. I was like, bro, we need a bearing kit. And so hopefully they'll be able to hook us up with a cheaper version. You know, obviously the Fast Eddie bearings are good bearings, but dude, come on, man. Like $50, bro. Like the car's 130. You know what I'm saying? So, but it will make a huge difference. So we'll try to get that down. But so anyways, back to what I was saying. So you can't run the FCX24 transmission. I'm not going to do it, right, in a Slayer. Not anytime soon. Again, not for going slow anyway. We will do it to go fast. But but then you, and the SCX24 transmission with the brush motor is a ripper on those axles, whether it's the CR axles or the FMS axles. Either way, they're going to be rippers, right? Because they don't have the gear ratio that the SCX24 from Axial does.
Dude.
So
Dude.
hard lines, bro. Great job. Mike's back in front, by the way. That's what happens, dude. Hard lines with Michael. Nice save, Mike. Great job, buddy. Just slid off, but with the wheel turn right there, he saved it. He didn't flip. He turned into the fall. Great job, and then he flipped over. Save it. Great job, dude. Save it. Radical, buddy. Driver mod. Great job, Craig. Pushing up in a second, dude. It's coming up. He did a good job, dude. Wait, I'm gonna drive it at the end because he did get a little frustrated. You know, just again driving super far back, and that rig is a lot smaller. So you know, the little things that you can get away with the cr-18p that just fell, you know, what you can get away with that thing because of its stability. It's running a smaller tire than the white top one, you know, and it's huge. So he can get away with a ton. You know, on the shorty, not that it can't do it, it's just you had to be really, really particular, right? It's very much a smaller rig. The obstacle is much bigger, and so you really have to be careful. So being, you know, that would be, again, that's so pretty, dude. It's so freaking beautiful, Maximus.
Well, that was not.
Nope. On the wheels, though. On the wheels, though.
Supposed to do, Maximus.
I was pissed. Let's go, dude. Here we go.
Yeah. So you should get it right here.
This is Sammy again. It's hard now when everybody's driving my rigs and when everybody's switched. Oh my gosh. I got 4 rigs on the rocks. 4 of 5 rigs are mine, and the 5th one is Slayer. What a group of baddies, bro. I would think so. They're like my kids. Gee whiz. Maximus looking beautiful in the back. All right, so what I was saying, so the cr-18p, again, so the reason why that I'm so all about it is, number one, cheap performer, dude. Both those 2 rigs are the cheapest rigs on the rocks right now. You know, depending on the driver, they can do things that the other cars cannot in their setup, especially Max's loose suspension. You know, can't keep up. Doug, you know, can throttle up and whatever and do some cool stuff, but there's going to be some climbs that they can make that Doug cannot make, and he's super heavy. Doug's over 500 grams, where these things are 350 to 400, you know, and I don't think they even need any. I wouldn't necessarily need anything more. If you went to a bigger motor, a different motor setup, like if you go brushless, that's going to push the motor up, which is going to be also a heavier motor. You know, so you're all of a sudden, although you have a better control, you're a little more top heavy. And you'll notice, again, this thing is maxed out. When you push it up just a little bit, it will make a difference, right? Like, again, it is absolutely maxed out. That is the Slayer chassis. So when you don't follow the how I built it, it's not going to do what mine does, right? Like, it's just that simple. Or you know, that's just, you know, you're going to have to do more weight. So, but by having more weight, it's going to perform in a different way. It's not necessarily worse. It's just different, right? How a heavy rig and a light rig perform is different. Heavy is going to typically flow better, but the lightweight rig will pull lines that the heavy rig will not. Just like the lightweight and less flex vehicle will pull lines than a lightweight and flexy vehicle will. You know, it's there's a fine balance, and so when you're going for maximum performance, there will be a absolute best setup for your rig. And you know, that's what Slayer is all about. That's what Texoma RC is all about. We're here to find the absolute best. So I would not have come out with my own stuff if I was not confident in it, and know that it offers things that nobody else has, right? Like, again, dude, I hate bragging on myself, bro. Like, but until you start seeing these videos other places, bro, you got to know, like, what it is, right? You know, you got to know, bro. So anybody who's out there who's scared of it being plastic, or you think there's something else going to be better, bro, like, you know, good luck. It's, you know, again, it comes with the guarantee, bro. It comes with Texoma RC's stamp of approval, bro. And always, if you got questions, if you need help, I will be there to help you out and help you through and help you figure it out, and we'll get it going. So, but we will get the cr-18ps sorted, dude. I will bring those out like in detail, hopefully this week or this weekend. And so anyways, I will be cleaning up the Etsy shop and trying to get my listings sorted much better and get everything with Tinker Time worked out here, dude, so we can start getting colors. We got to explode the colors, dude. The black and red is sweet. The Patriotic pecker sweet. Black and silver sweet. There's some blue and white, blue and silver. Different color combinations that are cool. But dude, you know, we got pinks and purples and greens and yellows, dude. so many colors. It's going to be rad. And then you could have a rainbow Slayer. That'd be rad. Stop it. We're just slaying rocks. You know what I'm saying? It's awesome.
There's that little, there it is.
Bala
This little
Bronco.
point right
Dude,
there
I miss
is
the
on your left
voices.
knuckle. You either go left or right.
Where's Travis, dude?
Get down the rear.
Come on, Craig. Dude, film this scrap, dude.
That's a tough one.
That's a really, really hard line. And
just
again,
can't
that
see
was
like
one that
the-
he really probably
Oh,
needs to
God.
be set up on. These guys are not seeing the obstacle. They're over on camera right. So they are not seeing what they're stepping into or the underhang or anything like that. You know, so again, you got to be positioned to be able to see what the heck your car is doing and where it needs to go. This texture, this surface right here is incredibly grippy. If you don't put the tires in the right place, it will grip in the wrong way and you won't make it.
Oh, portal.
So right now, I think he's hung up on the grill. It's one thing for a Poe rig. I don't know why we have a grill, but we do.
Hang it out there. See if you can hang it out the side.
It's a really bad spot. Really bad spot. Michael, are you gonna save this? I don't think so. I think you're donezo. I think you're donezo. When the rear end releases like that and you see it just sticking out, it's usually done.
You got this, Andy.
It's typically
Keep your high side
donezo.
tire engaged. Get that rock, you know.
Yep, hard obstacle, dude, especially when you can't see it. Let's go, Maximus. This is a super fun obstacle. I don't know if I've ever even tried it. Well, I have tried it, never made it before. But that's okay, dude. First time for everything. And on camera is rad. Let's go, Max. Dude, it was so fun to drive Max, and it was awesome to be able to drive Max to like full potential and not have to worry about the group being able, like the group of rigs to be able to do it. So that was one of the reasons why I loved having all my rigs on the rocks, is because I got to push up and do some more savage things than I normally would, because as a leader, I like to push the limit, but I try not to do obstacles that I don't feel the guys can do, right? And that's directly dependent on the rig they're driving, right? You know, so I definitely wouldn't try to do this if Craig was driving the rock van, right? Hopefully I wouldn't be driving something like the Slayer against a rock van. It wouldn't be very fun or fair, I guess. It could be fun. But you know, I try not to pick lines that are going to hurt the group, you know, hurt flow. So, and this does hurt flow, but it gave everybody a chance. I don't think the shorty's going up. Gave everybody a chance to see something extra hard and see what worked, and then try their own, see what else, you know, everybody else in the group, what didn't work, you know, and hopefully be able to solve the obstacle. So, Doug just a freaking meanie, bro. Just went right up it. Let's go, Max. This right here. Oh, bro. I love this pull up right here. So good. Way to go, Maximus, dude. Putting on a freaking clinic.
Obviously, Sammy, you went right at that.
Very nice, Douglas.
you're in the-
Very nice. Nice clinic, Maximus. Way to go.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry, Doug. Mike
Actually,
freaking nailed it, dude. That's exactly what I
Pretty
did.
good, dude. Oh.
Oh, dude, it's getting savage, bro. They're flipping out now. They're flipping out.
I know it.
You got this, Sammy.
So, you know, this is just, you know, guys driving rigs that they're not used to, you know, driving lines that they're not used to being able to drive. You know, we're really pushing the limits here, dude. And I just had a great time with the guys. I hope that they had a great time. And I hope that you guys can get out and share stuff like this with buddies, man, because it's just fun. Maybe you have knowledge for the guys in the group to help them to crawl better, you know, like again, like Sammy, you know, Sammy's been in the game like as long as I have, has rigs that are way more expensive than anything I have, you know, and you know, but he crawls by himself, and you know, he doesn't really see it the way I see it, you know. So, but by coming out and playing with me, all of a sudden he's like, oh wow, it's different, you know, and you know, you just, now you can go home and see his rocks differently than he ever saw them before. You know, and you know, give him things to practice. You know, so that's, to me, like, that's just too freaking cool to, you know, to come out and, you know, just learn new things and learn new lines and share knowledge, and it's just fun, good times, man. So Buddies on the Rocks is always a great time, and I try to, nice save, dude. Nice job, Craig. That was rad. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Add a hook. Add a hook.
He's just pushing, not quite there. If he would, he's almost like his wheels would grab on there, but then he would just push and slip off the side. So he all those nice saves, and then that. Oh, jeez. So here we go, dude. I think, okay, now I'm in this buggy. I'm driving the buggy. I'm in the lead now. Sammy is in second. We got Mike still in Doug. And then Terry is driving the big wheel cr-18p. So I wanted to drive this one to show off a little bit more. You know, the guys aren't used to driving something quite like this so low. And I wanted to see if I could show it off a little bit for where it is, what it is, and see if I could make it work a little better. Great job, Sammy. Ooh, Maximus. A tough little climb right here.
Come on, Douglas.
Just hunt and grip. Great job, Mike. Mike, that was Mike's first time driving one of my baddies. I think he might have drove Maxi for a little bit, but he doesn't like to drive my cars because they're too good, and he just wants to. He knows he wants to build one, so he tries not to. So, but or maybe he switched. Maybe he's not driving that. He's driving that one. I think I told him to drive this, and he did. He actually listened to me. That was the first time after driving Doug. I was like, dude, this car, you could build it for like $300. He's like, okay, dude, I'll drive it.
We got him over there.
It's like, that's an affordable one. We can do that.
Let's see, dude.
Here we go. So, yeah, of course, you put me in here. I'm going to want to do something stupid. And that was just stupid. I want to go off that. I think that if you actually got up, it would be to the driver's side as you're looking, our right side of the screen. I think if you got to straddle that, I could have potentially got off there, but it's a stupid obstacle, dude. It's just dumb. Just dumb. Because it wraps back underneath, you know, so like as your rear end is caught, your front is actually going back behind you. So you would probably need a throttle like right there to send your front end out, is actually probably what you need to do, instead of like trying to let it rock down, because it actually, the front end wraps behind you actually. So not good. So if you're going to do it after watching this, I'll have to try it again. And from like the most out point, like right there, throttling, not wrapping it down. So I'll have to try that and see what happens. Just kind of launch it forward and get the front end out a little bit, and that would probably work.
Take it out wider.
Here we go. Who is driving Doug? I don't remember, dude. I don't remember. I think Mike is driving the buggy though, but I don't know who that puts in the Douglas. I don't know, dude. Freaking confusing. So I'm trying. I want to get this. This is what I was trying to talk about, and I almost got there, and then the rear end. No, it was definitely not it.
Yeah, I made it.
On the wheels, though, dog.
Like that, guys. This isn't gonna be on the camera.
Here we go. You got it. One more chance, dude. One more, dude. One more. Rip till you flip, homie. Come on. Look at that. That's rad. And settle down. Yep.
Okay, it'll be on the camera, dude.
All right, here we go, dude. You got it, bro. Set it down nice and smooth. So you missed me coming up here. I was too focused on Douglas. I zoomed on the wrong car. So this is one that some of the guys kind of struggled with.
I love how we have
I actually pushed my right tire all the way out and bumped the far side, the front passenger. I bumped the far rock across the gap, and then turned around. And Craig, I don't think Craig saw that. I stopped the camera and showed him,
Just like that.
showed
Back
everybody
away.
what
Yep,
I did.
perfect,
So
dude. Oh,
this is again shorty problem. He potentially could do it, but where he's hitting with the small tires and the short wheelbase is just really hard in the obstacle. And then he, on that one especially, he didn't set up. This isn't quite what I did, but that's basically more what I did. He needs to turn left. He needs it right there.
The line is to the left.
Left.
He just used the right side of position.
Left. Oh, he got it, but needed to go left a lot earlier, and it would have been a lot cleaner. There it is. Oh.
Hung up on something. Oh, the
Great job, dude. Great job.
Yeah, he just got hung up on a...
Great job. Super hard obstacle, bro.
On the screw, on the concrete.
Let's see it. So this is much more like it. That's what I did. I pushed up off the side, but I should turn left a little bit more earlier, and it would have gone up even cleaner. I had to put that in there. He just freaking ran him over, dude. Like, jeez, take it easy, guy. Come on, Douglas. Got hooked on the rear differential there. Come on, got to push past. There it is. Cleaned it. Now pull it up. There we go. Great job, dude. Great job, Doug. I don't even know who's driving you, dude, at this point.
There you go, Craig.
See, Craig's got too small a tire, and he's just rear diffed out on that little, like,
that's always
peak.
why we haven't made it in the past with the small
Little
tires,
concrete swipe.
You diff out in that back end.
Right there. Oh, you got it over?
Come on, right there.
You got it over?
Oh,
nope. Can't get it, dude. Too big. You got to be so tall to reach, and you got to be so tall to ride the ride. Here we go, dude. All right, so we're coming up. No, we're not coming up on the end. We're coming up. This was going to be the end, and then I grabbed Craig's cage Slayer, so I wanted to show it off. See if I could whoop their ass. I did. I was like, dude, I'm going to whoop your guys' ass on the way up here. Shorty. I did. Heck yeah. Take that, dude. Whooped your ass.
That was a little driver mod off that rock. You weren't paying attention. Little juice.
Don't know if you can hear that rooster, dude. It just, that's a far one. I don't know how many roosters, like everybody, like every other neighbor has a freaking rooster now. They're just everybody's growing their own eggs and chickens, I guess. Ooh, can't turn right coming down the hill. You have to turn the wheel into the ground, not away from it. When the tire hits out on the side as you're falling sideways, it's going to flip. You got to have the front of the tire hitting the ground, into the ground, and with a little bit of roll, and you can make that. All right, dude. So we got one more obstacle over here. One more little challenge, and then we're going to go to back to the other side on the way to the bags. I'm going to whoop their ass in a shorty. Come on, dude. Pull it up. Great job. Great freaking job. And the dismount. Nice. Even in too tight. Even on a slammed belly. We balling out, bro.
Here we go, dog.
Let's go. Oh. Max is going to go for it again.
There it is. Oh.
Just out of position. A little bit of rear tire bite. And then the suspension being super loose and pushing him off the hill.
Nice.
What a difference that is from the one that went right before it. Gee whiz. Like a monster truck. It's in 43s, dude. Gee whiz. Here we go. You got the rear passenger or rear driver out too far and hooked on the side. Just going around the obstacle instead of trying to go over it. That's all right. Doug, are you going to make the obstacle? Kind of what I did. Made it look pretty though. Look really. Can we dismount? Dismount is going to miss it. Ah! Great job, dude. Great job. All right, dude. We're pushing up over here. That's going to be it. Let's go to the other side, dude. This is what happens with too low. Too low.
Can you do that?
No problem. Gotta make sure that tire is facing the ground. Okay, dude. So I'm in the shorty now. Mike, dude, check us out. We're putting the shorty in the front, and we're gonna see what shorty lines we can run and make you guys look bad, right? Craig's been looking bad in the shorty, but it's not his fault, dude. too far away and too short to ride the ride. That's not very nice. No, not usually. Again, it's just you really have to be, you know, these obstacles are way bigger when that you run such a smaller car. So you really had to be able to see.
I'm gonna rock that shouty.
And whoever's driving here, a little afraid to hang it out there. It would have hung off the side, no problem.
I don't got that.
Good job, Doug. Here we go, Max. Here we go, Maximus. Come on, bud.
Just to the right. You want to be on the right side.
There we go. There we go. Great job, buddy. Great job, buddy. And bringing up the rear, this is Mike. This is Mike in the buggy this time. I think he was in Doug the whole time last time. I don't know. What the heck, dude?
There it is.
I don't know why that slipped off there. Those Swampers are great grip tires. I don't know. I'll have to see what happened with them. Need to get Pecker back running and get them back on Pecker, because those are Pecker's wheels. That was the problem. Pecker was just broke, and I had those wheels already to go, and that's why I put them on there, just because they were already mounted, and I didn't have another set of tires. So I fixed it, dude. Don't worry. I fixed it. Now I got to fix Pecker's CVD. Look at this, dude. Come on. Not the prettiest, dude. Not the prettiest. Let me run you over. Take that. So yeah, I ran him back over. Take that again. Get out of my way, bro. Crowd my space. See, now that's how it should flex and float, right? Maybe even a little bit more flex, because you need to have some.
Sorry, dude.
It's definitely beneficial,
Hold up a little bit there.
but at the same time, you want it to balance and float, and that's going to be an ultimate performer.
You don't want to
Okay,
play no
dude.
more, Terry?
Looking good. Looking good.
Oh,
Great
no.
job. We're down to 4. Somebody's broke. Their battery died or something.
Maximus!
Oh, Maximus. Too loose.
Let him get this.
Too tight.
Obstacle, and I'll shake your hand.
Here we go, dog. We're getting there. We're getting there. We have just a couple more obstacles, dude. Just a little more. We're coming up on the end.
Come on, Max.
Let's go, dude.
Stay to the high side.
So if you guys have questions, whatever, dude, hit me up in the comments. Thanks for hanging out with me for this whole hour. If you have, I know, most people don't watch more than like 6 minutes or less. So this is kind of overkill. Buddy!
Or
buddy.
get the high side tire.
Down to 3, I think. I think that was it for Maximus battery or something. Here we go, bro. Look at this thing. Push up. So clean. So easy. No worries, dude. It's definitely not going to be... it is capable, dude. It's just... the obstacle it can go up is much smaller, dude. Much smaller car. Douglas. Here we go. Push it up. Great job, dude. Come on. Oh, binding on that rear passenger. Either need to be more to the right or more to the left. Can't put it in the corner. Come on, buddy. Here we go. Pushing it up. Maximus, dude. It's getting boring, dude.
Oh.
Ah.
That's that twist. No, come on.
Come on, buddy.
That's looking nasty, dude.
Come on, buddy. Wow. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Right there. Lift that rear tire.
Turn right earlier, dude, and it would have gone up. Just hold that right turn that you had. Just continue it on as that wheel start to pull up, and it'll just continue to pull up even more, dude. Nice. Did not think it was going to go in that situation.
Told you I was going to kick
So,
your guys' ass. They're not even going to be anybody
were you there
left
yet?
by the time
Almost
we
there
get
yet. Almost there yet. I remember how we finished. We're almost there yet. We're almost there yet. We're going to get a good one, dude. We always got to end it on the same type of... Ah, there was one. We got a little more showing off to do. We're just down to 3, dude.
Is this Lizard Pro?
Just Sammy in the back behind me. He's driving the buggy.
No, I got it in my hand. Beats you.
We're letting him get a little buggy time.
Good. After driving that's just so gritty feeling.
Oh, wait, no. He's driving Maximus, I think Sammy is. Maybe he was done. I'm sorry, dude. I don't freaking know. They're all my rigs, dude. Here we go. What are we waiting for? Okay, this is a good little one. Come on, buddy. Ooh. Nice job. That concrete right there is so grippy, dude. You had to really be careful. You can easily, yep, like that. And then there was one, dude. And we're gonna let Sammy try to finish this one. And oh.
One.
I don't know if this is even Sammy, dude. So funny. But man, I sure do appreciate you guys watching. This is Josh with Texoma RC. Rip till you flip, homies.